Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the show. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. The most productive day of the week, according to 3 out of 4 businesses. That's right. It is. It's Tuesday. Hi, everybody. Thank you very much. It is going to be a fun day. It is going to be a fun day. It's going to be an exciting day, and it starts right now, audience. Give it up for my good friend, my sister from another mister. It's Miss Kendall over there. Good morning, Kendall.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
How you feeling today?
I feel pretty good.
How's your knee?
That's what's the pretty good part. Apparently, Keith tells me there's a lot of high pressure or something in the system, so it's bugging me a little bit. The weatherman told me that there's pressure, and that's why my knee hurts.
Oh, it's like, because my grandma,
real, yeah.
my grandma Mazak used to be able to tell a storm was coming by whether her hip hurt.
Yes.
And as a kid, I thought that was ridiculous. You know what I mean?
But
I was
it's so true. Like, my knee hurts a lot more today, and I'm like, what? Nothing that different happened. He said it's the air pressure.
Oh.
It's something to do with, I don't remember if it's too high or it's really low. It's one or the other is affecting things. So.
Is there anything we can do? Can I get you a masseuse in here before the end of the show?
Great.
Or is anything?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
No, so if you're at home and you're feeling this way, it's not your fault.
We can have Derek in the audience go get you some donuts. I mean,
yeah,
whatever we have.
No, but enough about me.
What?
I said enough about me. It's a big day for you today.
Yeah, a little bit later, and I'm not gonna talk about it for a lot of reasons, a lot here on the show, but this is one of the days I get to talk about it. It is a fun day. It's news. I'm part of a little news story today, a good one, not a bad one like I robbed a convenience store or something.
That's good.
Today over at Rosedale Center, this is making news. They're opening a Minnesota food hall. So they're opening Now you're thinking, why is this news? Well, they had a food court with like a taco place and this, and then that closed. And now a new concept came in, and the reason it's making waves in business news and stuff is because the concept is a little different. It's all Minnesota-based restaurants. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's all Minnesota-based restaurants, original concepts, and some that are famous, like a Smack Shack. The famous Smack Shack with their lobster rolls, they're there. Burger Dive is there. Justin Sutherland, our good buddy from Top Chef, he has 2 concepts there. He has a hummus bowl place, which think salad bar, but with hummus. It was so good. And then Grand Ole Creamery is there, St. Paul institution. Nordic Waffles, which was a huge hit at the fair.
Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Pebbles and Bam Bam waffles, and a concept from me. That's right, yeah. So a little bit later, I'll tell you about that, how it all fits in. And yeah, it opens. Let me look at the clock. It's opening, the ribbon cutting. The mayor of Roseville will be there in about an hour. So I'm going to get done here. I'm going to give a hug to everybody. Not Derek. Derek just wants a donut. And then I'm going to jump in the car and head down there and work my butt off behind the counter. So, yeah. Handing out biscuits. Anyway, so that's a little bit later. But thank you. That's very sweet of you. And all of you that have sent me good wishes and my family on the social media, I greatly appreciate. You supported me on the radio for years. You've come over and you support me here on the TV, and you're going to go over there. It means a great deal to me. So thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. So, and again, out of all the days, I have my frog in my throat. I feel fine.
Yeah.
I feel fine, but
you still have that cough.
Thanks, Derek. But yeah, I feel fine. I just have every so often, like I woke up this morning and the voice is a little crackly. So executive producer Jeff, everybody knows him. We fight. Derek doesn't care. But executive producer Jeff, we fight like brothers and brothers, we do. But he was very nice to me today. He brought me tea. Isn't that sweet?
Oh, I think it's because he doesn't want you to be sick for multiple reasons.
Oh, wow. I love how you... See, I was taking it as kindness, and she's throwing shade at that. I like that.
Well, I just know you 2 enough to know that it's 50-50.
It is 50-50. Kindness and a little ounce of shade. There we go. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. Thank you. I love you, too. That's right, yeah. She loves this. So let's get started. It's been one of the most controversial seasons of Dancing with the Semi-Stars ever. Well, except for last year, which was also controversial. Sean Spicer danced his way into the quarterfinals. But could he actually make the semis? It is time for a spoiler alert, everybody. Now, if you haven't watched Dancing with the Semi-Stars yet, okay, I'm going to give you 1 second. Okay, there we go. The answer is no. Sean Spicer's out. He made his debut in the final two last night, and the judge wasted no time in thanking him for participating, but sent dude home packing. Yeah, and in honor of Sean, a tribute to some of his best and brightest moments on the show.
You're trifling, good for nothing type of brother. Silly me, why haven't I found another? A baller, when times get hard, need someone to help me out. Come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Step to the right if you're having a good time. Shake it to the right, you know that you feel fine. Take it to the bar. Hot, see ya, hold tight.
Audience, you're under no obligation to clap. I just want you to know that, yeah. Sean's lasted a lot longer than anyone really thought. Let's be honest. And that's not shade. That's the truth. We're just cutting through it there. But in the end, his appeal to viewers couldn't overcome his low scores. And let's also be honest. Let's cut through the bull. It doesn't hurt when the president is tweeting about you and encouraging people to vote for you. Mm-hmm. That's not shade. That's the truth. It helps. It helps when the president of the United States is tweeting about you in a positive way.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Right. You know, and the guy he was terrible, but he always looked like he was having fun. I was like, hey, man.
It is. Okay, so that aside, his fun aside, I will say, I think this is not good for the show. This is nothing against Sean Spicer. I would say this if it was anybody that wasn't a great dancer. I don't know if it's good for the infrastructure of Dancing with the Stars when someone who is just not a good dancer makes it that far, and people that are good dancers are eliminated.
Right.
I don't think that doesn't speak well for the mechanism of the show. I think they need to change it to prevent that again. They already did.
They do something on our show that's here on Fox's So You Think You Can Dance. Not the same thing, but it's real dancers. And the judges are a lot more heavily involved in picking who gets to continue. And I think so things like that happen. It's like the good people are left.
Yeah. As far as the actual dancing is concerned, it was a boy band and girl group night. The stars danced to some of the best music ever made, in my opinion, like Spice Girls, Boyz II Men, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. I don't know why you're holding your head in shame. You like half these groups. New Kids on the Block. There were 3 perfect scores. Allie Brooke got 2 perfect scores, and Kel Mitchell got the other. Look at this.
Step by step. Oh, baby. Really want you in my world. Hey, girl. In your eyes, I see a picture of me all the time. Step by step. Oh, baby. You're always on my mind. Step by step. All through the night. For the wine, light the fire. Girl, your wish is my command. I submit to your demands. I will do anything. Girl, you need only I'll make love to you like you want me to. And I'll hold you tight. Baby, all through the night I'll make love to you when you want me to.
Okay. Our local guy, Alan Burston, and partner Hannah B struggled a bit on their first dance, but not on their second. They performed the tango by BTS's Boy With Love. Guest judge Joey Fatone called it the best dance of the night. Yeah, and she was 1 point away from a perfect score. They will be around for the semifinals. Good luck to our boy, Alan. We love you, Alan. Next to the dish. We're finally getting the deets. My mom's gonna love this story because she loves Tamron Hall. We're finally getting some deets on Tamron Hall's drama-filled exit from NBC News. Now, you might remember, everybody, she was one of the co-hosts of the 80th hour of the Today Show. Remember the third hour that we go up against, but left? No, we don't go up against. We go after Hoda and Regis. Yeah, and then, but she left after NBC hired Megyn Kelly. Well, at the Vulture Festival over the weekend, Tamron described the experience as painful but survivable. NBC offered Tamron another role at NBC, but she decided, no thank you. She said, quote, and I love this, "It wasn't that I did not know my value, it's that others did not know my value." I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt. And called it an easy decision. She said she was not being into being Charlie Brown to anyone's Lucy. Tamron is now the host of her own daytime talk show, has a new husband, and has a 6-month-old son. Yeah, my mom loves her. It was shady. They should never have gotten rid of her because I'm going to tell you, I look at ratings all the time. That third hour of the Today Show with Al and Tamron, and they had a variety of other people, dominated. I mean, was it a blockbuster? No, but it did really well. The moment they got rid of that and the moment Tamron Hall left, the ratings sank. Plus,
People
it was
loved
yet
her.
another departure that NBC botched. I mean, hello, hashtag Ann Curry. You know what I mean? They didn't need another one, and they did it again with Tamron Hall. And locally, if you're looking for it, I'm here to Tamron Hall isn't in this market. You can't get it here.
I asked you that. I was like, I don't know what time she's even on, but that explains it.
Yep, you can watch clips on YouTube. We're going to take a break, everybody. We'll be back right after these words. Coming up, more Hot Dish. For the love of Yankee Doodle candle. How much do you spend on candles in a given year? $10, maybe 30. Wait to hear how much J-Lo spends at her local candle shop. Then grab the holly and eggnog. Producer Ted is reviewing another Hallmark Christmas movie. And this one stars one of my all-time favorite humans, Dallas star Patrick Duffy. And want a delicious meal or meals in under 30 minutes? You can do it. And Breanna Barnard will show you the way. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
So you come into the Jeffersons, and you have all this experience now of being on stage live.
I think that's part of why I had so much fun. Like, there were people vomiting backstage.
Yeah, you seem like...
Everybody was so freaked out.
You seem to be the least nervous of everyone.
I was really excited. I mean, there was one person who was also not at all nervous, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie was
he is like a
he's
pro
never
at
nervous.
Everything, and he's never nervous, which is why it was perfect that he was the one who screwed up.
Yeah.
It was great. It was
Maybe he
also-
should have been a little nervous.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
It was also great too because we were all terrified we were gonna screw up, but it made the show so much better.
Who was the most afraid as far as cast members go?
You know who shocked me? I don't know if he was the most afraid, but I was the most surprised that Woody Harrelson, the day before, was like, "Why are we doing this?" And I was like, "I don't know, but we all agreed to do it because you're doing it. You and Jamie are the reason we're all here. So if you're nervous, we're screwed."
Yeah. If Woody Harrelson's nervous, y'all should be nervous. Yeah, Carrie with Kimmel talking about her role in the production of Live in Front of a Studio Audience. So she is a producer on the next edition of Live in Front of a Studio Audience, which will air on ABC December 18th and will feature another episode of All in the Family. And for the first time, they're going to recreate an episode of Good Times, another Norman Lear classic. Yeah. Okay. So we just learned, I haven't said this in a while, but I love that our show is live, because if you guys don't know it, we are live here in the Twin Cities. Our executive producer just found some sad breaking news for daytime TV fans. This is like TV history kind of thing. TV Line is reporting, listen to this, TVLine.com is learning, according to reports, that producers of Days of Our Lives have released the entire cast from their contracts. And the show is going to go on an indefinite hiatus at the end of the month. Now, again, this is just according to reports, but I will tell you, TVLine.com, well-sourced. It's not trash. They're a reputable entertainment site. This isn't good. I mean, if I was a betting man, I think this means the hourglass is empty. You know, I think this is it. Yeah.
I got like goosebumps. That's weird.
If it is, it really is. I'm not being Jason and overly dramatic. It's the end of an era. I mean, the days of our lives, when you think of soap operas, you know, when movies spoof soap operas, they spoof Days of Our Lives, you know, like sands through the hourglass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This would be big news on TV if this is true.
That's so crazy. I remember watching Days when I was a kid because, like, we'd watch it in the summer.
Yeah.
Because it was like a mini babysitter. Watch Days of Our Lives, Kendall. Yeah, so it's weird to me that...
My friend Ann's mom, Mary, loved Jack and Jen. If you watch Days of Our Lives, you know Jack and Jennifer. That's all. She would sit in her room and watch Days of... Yeah, it's a big deal for a lot of people, so we'll keep you updated. More late night. Kristin Davis from Holiday in the Wild, producer Ted's favorite movie, was on with Andy Cohen last night. Thank you. It's Derek's favorite movie, too. She played a rapid-fire round of questions based on Sex and the City. And for the last one, a former Sex and the City co-star called in. Look at this.
We're going to give the last question of this round to Sarah Jessica Parker on the telephone. Hey, SJ!
Hello.
Hey!
Hey, I know it's supposed to be a speed round, but I just got to say hello to 3 people I love very, very much.
Hi, SJ!
Hey. Okay, speed round. Okay, Kristin, this is a real brain teaser.
Oh, God.
Now, I'm going to focus it on food because that's basically what we talked about on set all the time. I want you to get in your little time machine. I want you to go back to Morocco, to the set of when we were doing Sex and the City 2, and I'm going to ask you, what did we eat every day at 11:30?
The sandwiches. We would go and get the tomato sandwiches from the Crafty, but we had to walk a really long way.
That's right, and I had a particular delicious ham baguette every day.
Yes!
Yay!
Yes.
What, you don't like the inside scoop? Oh.
You get one question with Kristin Davis and you're talking about baguettes? How about asking her, how much do you really hate Kim Cattrall, girl? How about that question? Nobody watching. Betty from Anoka, Derek, nobody cares about a stupid baguette. Do you, Derek? No, Derek doesn't care. That's the question.
Okay.
And I love you, SJP. I love you more than my luggage. But the thing is called speed round. The question was longer than the answer.
Wait, you love her more than you love your luggage?
It's a line from Steel Magnolias. It's okay. It's a long,
sorry,
anyway.
Again.
Next in the dish. We all have monthly bills we can't avoid. You know, rent, mortgage, car payments, Sears bill, cable, internet. But what about candles? I don't know. Maybe Derek has monthly candle bills. I don't know. Yeah. According to page 6, Jennifer Lopez loves a certain candle so much, she orders 50 of them a month to burn. Yeah. The candle isn't cheap either. It is Lalabo Santal. 26-inch candle sells for $75. And that means she has a candle budget of $4,000 a month. And get this, she actually cut back on her candle consumption. Why? Is she not making any money? What's going on? J-Lo used to get 100 of them, even 200 of them back in the day. A rep for the company confirms J-Lo's candle obsession. Yeah.
What do you have there?
This is my candle obsession. This is from the canceled Fox series Exorcist. This is the Exorcist candle that we've had. We have so much crap back there behind the face wall. We collect all of the stuff that Fox, from shows. We have this. We have an intern back there from 13, from 2013. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is we like this when the show starts to tank. You know what I mean?
Just start praying.
We pray to the
mother.
Exorcist candle. We may need this later today.
I mean,
there we go.
I don't know. J-Lo, when you've got that much money, I'd do it.
Yeah, well, let me ask.
love
Let's get
candles.
but let me ask this. This is this is an Oprah question, then we'll move on.
Okay.
Okay, if money was no object, okay,
Yeah.
like J-Lo, candle is her thing. Oprah is good linens. She said she'll spend whatever money. What is the one thing in your life that if money was no object, you would spend any type of money on?
Good booze. I'm serious. Like nice wine.
Okay, sure. I mean, yeah.
That sounds bad, but I mean, I don't know. We drink boxed wine, but like when Leslie comes, I'm like, oh, girl, that's good.
I get it.
How much is that?
Mine would be coats. I like a nice coat.
You like the, or like
suits and stuff.
purses.
Yeah.
Too. Purses would be nice.
Next up, a big day for me. Today is the official opening of my new restaurant because I don't have enough jobs. Betty and Earl's. That's right. Betty and Earl's Biscuit Kitchen. Betty and Earl's is now open at the Potluck Food Hall at Rosedale Center. Here's a little video that we shot. Leo, go ahead and roll it. This is the food hall. Now, if people are like, so what exactly is it? Because we haven't had a concept like this around the Twin Cities. What it is think of a donut shop or a bagel shop, but we sell biscuits. We sell 6 different varieties. I've teamed up with renowned pastry chef Adrian Odom, who has taken my papaw. There he is right there. There's Earl and Betty. That's my papaw and my grandma. She has taken my Papa Earl's base recipe and has created 6 different flavors like bacon and cheddar, a biscuit stuffed with Nutella. We have a biscuit there that is stuffed with sausage gravy, like in the middle. Yeah, so 6 different varieties. You can take them home. We sell them by the dozen. Take them home. But I'm really proud because today, as far as business is concerned, it's a big day for Rosedale. It's at Rosedale Center in Roseville because they're trying this new concept, and I'm just one part of it. I'm a very small part of it. Smack Shack's there. It's a Minnesota food hall filled with Minnesota brands, and it means a lot to me because, my grandma Mazak, my mom's mom, is the one that nurtured. I say this to the audience when I do a Q&A. The Jason Show, the radio show, is a love letter to my grandma Mazak because she nurtured my love of TV. She let me, I watched Dallas with her. So this is a love letter to my grandma Mazak. Betty and Earl's is a love letter to my dad's mom and dad. So I'm blessed. I'm blessed that I get to do this. And so when you go there, it's more than just biscuits. It's really personal to me. And we did a soft opening on Saturday, and a lot of the Jason Show family was there. Kendall was there, Jeff and Ted. And I had a moment all by myself. You saw that painting, you saw that picture there. I had everybody leave, and I just looked at my grandma and my papa because they were very poor. My papa and grandma lived in a house the size of half of this studio. And to think that now their name is on a building, you know what I mean? And people are going to come and they're going to say their name every day. The fact that their name is going to circulate now means a great deal to me and my whole family. So thank you, everybody, for your support. I'm heading there right after the show today, so come see me at Rosedale Center. So, yeah. And thank you for being there. It meant a lot that you were there. So.
Oh, absolutely. It was delicious, by the way.
Yeah.
Really good. And the space is beautiful. So go and check it out, too, just to see it. It's so cool.
I'm very proud. Adrian has done great work with the biscuits. Still ahead, trainer and nutritionist, now that we've talked about eating biscuits, trainer and nutritionist Breanna Barnard is here with a meal prep idea for the winter. 3 dishes and 30 minutes. And then a travel writer visits a small town in Utah and meets the owner of a small diner. But do they fall in love? Producer Ted will tell you when he reviews Mistletoe Secret when we return. Back after this, everybody. Thanks for being here. In the kitchen now, everybody. In the kitchen. So, I just talked about making biscuits. Not exactly a low-fat food. So now we're going to talk about some good, nutritious stuff because making meals in the cold, dark winter can be a bit of a challenge, but it doesn't have to be. Here to give us 3 meals that you can make in 30 minutes, a good friend of ours, fitness trainer and nutritionist, Breanna Barnard, everybody. Hello! Welcome back. Now, I always like people to hear the Reader's Digest, the bullet point of your story, because I love your story. You recently lost how much weight?
I lost 107 pounds.
Yes. So she knows what she's talking about her. So, yes. So where are we going to start with these meals?
So we're going to start with breakfast today.
Okay, I'll trade you places there.
Awesome.
There we go.
So all you need is a dozen eggs and then all of the vegetables that you want to add. These are so simple, you guys. I like to make different combinations. Some of my favorites are arugula, tomato, and goat cheese. I also love doing spinach, red peppers, and onions, chicken sausage, kale, and mushroom. And then the last one is tomato, basil, and mozzarella.
So these are basically egg muffins, and these are so popular. I know you know this. Like Starbucks has a processed version of these. I mean,
Absolutely.
the whole breadless muffin thing is huge.
Yes, and we were just talking about how they taste better
The next day.
the next day
Yes,
when
they do.
when
Yeah,
you reheat
they do.
them.
They're so good.
And you can either put them in a little container and take them to work with you, or they work even in these little freezer bags and take them out, thaw them, cook them for 30 seconds.
And again, it's literally, Brent, it's putting the egg in there, mixing the ingredients. Is that it? Do you add anything else to your recipe?
I don't. You could put a little bit of salt and pepper in there if you wanted, but it's not even necessary.
Yeah, it's good the way it is. And bake
It
it
is.
like what, 350?
Yeah,
Bake it
so
350?
so you're gonna do 350 for 20 minutes.
That's it. Okay,
it.
let's move over to lunch.
Yes, so this is my mom's turkey chili recipe. I use extra lean ground turkey in mine, and you can throw whatever types of beans you want in it, but I love to use chili beans, black beans, and then white beans. You know, the great northern beans are my favorite.
I throw in some pinto. I love a good pinto bean. Yeah, I
pinto's
do.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
Any type works for this. And then just some tomato sauce, some diced tomato, and if you want to throw a little bit of onion in there as well, and some chili powder, and that's all there is.
And I've used the extra lean chili, and I have used not so lean. There is no taste difference.
There
When you're
really
putting it in
isn't.
chili, so get the extra lean, save yourself a calorie or two, and like you said, I make this on Sunday, and this lasts all week long.
Yes.
All week long.
We make this in copious amounts at our house because
Yeah.
my little boy, who is 7, loves this as well. So I put it in little serving-sized containers in the freezer, and we pull those out as needed. And then instead of putting sour cream on top, you guys, I have some Greek yogurt, a little bit of avocado, some cilantro, and a lime for extra flavor.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I love it.
Great.
Then over here.
So at the end of the day, the last thing we all feel like doing is dishes.
Yeah, I don't know.
So this is a sheet pan dinner. Everything gets cooked on one pan.
Okay.
So I put some sweet potatoes on first for about 15 minutes. Then I throw on my asparagus and a couple of pieces of salmon for 15 more minutes. And that's it. It's done.
It's done. That's it. And then again, not a lot. You don't need a lot of spices here. I mean, just a little bit. No.
All I used was a little bit of olive oil, some garlic salt with parsley flakes in it, and a little bit of cracked pepper.
Okay, let me give you a real world, because people are looking at this and I know people are thinking, okay, but what if I can't meal prep? Let me ask you a real world question. You're in your car and you have none of your goodies. You have none of your, for whatever, and you're starving, and you have a day where you're going from one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing, which I think is where do you go? What do you do?
I go to the grocery store.
Do you?
I do, and I hit up a list that I have created, a ready-to-eat grab-and-go grocery list. And there's 25 things on my list of things that I can just grab and take with me. So anything from hard-boiled eggs to sugar snap peas. So if you're not prepared, it's not the end of the world.
Because don't you think, I mean, people watching, there's a mom, I always try to think, there's a mom watching, they're going, this is great, but I may forget this one day, what do I do? And now grocery stores, grab and go sections are in every single grocery store.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, you go to the salad bar and you whip up a salad for yourself.
Yeah. And you can still do it. It's fantastic. How do people get a hold of you?
You can go to BreannaBarnardFitness.com.
What was that? Yeah. I have one more. I always think of, what was the hardest part of losing weight? Is it the maintaining? Is it the losing or the maintaining?
Honestly, the maintaining has been more challenging.
Yeah. Because how long has it been now?
That was 2014 that I lost my weight.
Oh, well, bravo. I mean, 5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
Maintaining is hard.
It is, because you're still doing all of the hard work.
Yeah.
But your body stays pretty much the same.
Yeah.
And so you have to figure out a new why. Why am I doing this? What is my new goal? And for me, one of my goals as a parent is to raise a little boy who is healthy and strong and has excellent relationship with food and exercise. And I need to lead by example in order to do that.
Because that sounds woo-woo, but it's true. If your kid is watching you devour an entire box of Fruity Pebbles, which I have done, there's no judging, but I mean, you know, they're gonna find that it's okay. But yeah, because I think you're motivated by results.
Absolutely.
So when you stop seeing results quickly, maintaining's hard. Maintaining's hard. but she's lovely. Breanna Barnard, everybody. For more information, head to her website, BreannaBarnardFitness.com, and on Instagram, right down there. And if you missed any of this, don't worry. We're going to post all of this on our Facebook page. Just search for Jason Show TV. And don't forget about our replay as well, 3 p.m. on our sister station, Fox 9 Plus. Still ahead, everybody. We're opening up the Jason Show mailbag to see what y'all are saying this week. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Woo! Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We are just processing the news still that we told you to be at the top of the show, the breaking news, that all of the contracts of all of the actors of Days of Our Lives have been terminated. So
supposedly.
Is it the end for Salem? I don't know.
I don't know, but what we just saw was pretty impressive.
That's what
with Evan's watch.
Oh, floor director Evan just dropped a bombshell that his relatives were on Days of Our Lives in the 90s. So we're trying to figure out what characters they were. Anyway, welcome back to our show, everybody. It's time to hear from you because we're opening up the Jason Show mailbag. Here we go. We are reading your comments, your questions, your love, your from our Facebook and Instagram and Twitter feeds. First up, a comment from Suzanne. So Suzanne says, Jason, I saw your new pre-movie trailer at Imagine Theaters this past weekend. In case you missed it, I get to warn everyone at all Imagine Theaters in our area to stay quiet during the movie. You're looking at the trailer right here that plays before every movie at Imagine. Suzanne said she was so happy to see it, but she says it did not affect a guy who proceeded to eat and constantly during the Joker on Friday night. Suzanne said he slid his drink straw up and down, opening bag after bag and chewing loudly. She said extremely annoying. It is, look, I get they sell snacks for a reason, and you are to eat those snacks. But for the love of all that's good, open it beforehand and just quietly don't chew like you're a cow in a field. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And the straw thing, that noise is so...
Yeah, it's awful. Staying on the topic of movies, next up, John asks, hello, John. I was wondering, besides the movie Freddy Got Fingered, what are some other movies that you have walked out on? Now, this is a famous story because, when I started in TV in 97, I came over to Channel 9 and I started reviewing movies right away. That was my first on-air job here. And the first movie I walked out of was Tom Green's comedy, Freddy Got Fingered. And I walked out of that movie and if you've seen it, you know why.
I just know the title and I know why.
So have you walked out of a movie?
We used to buy the tickets to the PG movies when I was a kid, and then we'd sneak into the other movies. So I guess. But not really. It was more just to go hang out and flirt with boys or throw popcorn at them.
Yeah, but you never.
I never left because I didn't like a movie. No.
Oh really? Oh.
No.
Yeah, I've walked out of. I've walked out of. Remember the Adam Sandler movie where he plays twins? I don't know what that one's called, but that is the. I walked out. I've walked out of 2 Adam Sandler movies.
What?
More recent, not the good ones like Happy Gilmore.
Right.
But 2 Adam Sandler movies I walked out of.
Huh.
I was
Bye,
done.
girl.
Bye, girl. Yeah. Sean has something to say about a recent best thing ever I revealed on the show. He says, hey, Jace, thanks for recommending the book, The Ride of a Lifetime by Bob Iger. I have read the book, and I'm on my 2nd time reading it. One of the best books I have read. Yeah, this isn't, if you missed it, I still can't stop talking about it. It's Disney CEO's Bob Iger's book about lessons he learned leading the Walt Disney Company and growing with the company. He's worked at ABC since 1974. Still, one of the best book of lessons I've ever read. It's so good. You can get it right now. Finally, I talked about my big toes last week on the show. I wear a size 13 shoe, and I had a shoe person tell me once that I would actually be a size 12 if I didn't have my big toe. So that led Julia to write, hey, Jason, I too have a big toe. I have 2 big toes. So big, I drive with my big toe. Do you? Okay.
Do you?
Julia, I love you. There is no judgment because we are fellow 2 big-toed people, but I don't know if that's safe. I mean, only pushing the pedal with your big toe?
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, plus,
I'm thinking about it.
Well, plus, I will always wear shoes when I drive. Do you ever take your shoes off?
All the time. I'm a girl. Because you have high heels on. No, nobody else does that. I
Really?
don't drive in my heels.
I didn't
no,
know
I
I mean
can't.
this.
Like,
I didn't know
do
that's
it.
a thing. You
I
routinely...
take my all the time. Or if I'm wearing flip flops, because I don't want to get caught under the, the horror stories of it gets caught and then your foot's on the gas or
the things you learn from female friends. I had no idea this
I blast
was a
the
thing.
heat and I'm like barefoot.
Yeah. I would never do that. Yeah. You can stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on the Twitter, the Instagram, and the Facebook. Just search for Jason Show TV. And who knows, we could answer your question on a future show. Still ahead, Kelly Pickler stars alongside one of my favorites, Dallas star Patrick Duffy in the latest Hallmark Christmas movie. Where does the mistletoe secret rank on producer Ted's list? He'll give us his review when we return. Back after this. So ridiculous.
Oh, hey, I've always wanted one of these.
And here, I thought you were a real contender.
What do you mean?
You know, the ugly Christmas sweater stamp. It can't just be bought. You gotta earn it, too.
Well, knowing the Christmas Council president doesn't get me any favors.
How do you know I was president?
I pay attention. This one speaks to me as a person.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it brings out your eyes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you should know that the Mistletoe Diner Ugly Christmas Sweater Making Party, it's an honored tradition. And I expect to see you there.
Oh, I'll be there. The bell's on. And tinsel.
Everybody. Midway, Utah becomes the center of the Christmas universe in the latest Hallmark Christmas movie, The Mistletoe Secret, starring Kelly Pickler, Tyler Hines, and one of my favorite humans on the planet, Dallas star Patrick Duffy. Well, after taking a week off from Hallmark in favor of a Netflix Christmas movie, producer Ted is back right where he belongs. And that means it's time for Producer Ted Reviews Christmas Movies, everybody. Joining us from Santa's workshop, or I should say Director Leo's workshop, is Ted Johnson. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning.
Ted, I don't mean to start this on a negative note, but how dare you pick a soundbite that does not have Patrick Duffy in it?
I was looking.
I know.
They dropped the ball. Hallmark dropped the ball.
Hallmark dropped the ball. Okay, give us, let's start at the beginning. Give us the plot of this one.
It's a little complex, so stay with me here.
Okay.
Kelly Pickler owns a very small diner in the town of Midway, Utah. And Midway is in the running to be the Christmas capital of the world. They're in the running against Tokyo, Japan, and Austin, Texas. Apparently those two places are big Christmas towns.
Okay.
And then a travel writer / TV star is going to choose. But the travel star / TV star named Sterling Masters actually has a ghostwriter. And the ghostwriter is that guy Tyler you saw there. So the ghostwriter shows up. Kelly Pickler doesn't know who this guy is. They, start to have a little fling, but then Sterling Masters flies in. Love triangle.
Oh. Okay. Well.
And then, so that's basically the basic idea of the movie.
Okay. How was Kelly Pickler in this? Because we know her from singing. She hosts a talk show, Pickler and Ben. I can tell by your face something not so nice is coming.
Well, last year it was very tough on Kelly Pickler with Christmas at Graceland. I didn't think she was very good. She did not take my criticism and become any better.
Oh.
Unfortunately, she is, it's tough to watch. It is very tough to watch. She has a southern accent, living in Utah. They briefly explain that she moved from North Carolina, but come on.
Well,
just come on, Kelly.
But don't you kind of have, Ted, we're watching Hallmark Christmas movies. There is a suspension of disbelief that has to occur. Am I right on that?
Sure.
I love, isn't it? It's like Crossfire. We're debating the Hallmark Christmas movie. Okay, now I'm going to ask this carefully, Ted, and our friendship will depend on this answer. How was Patrick Duffy?
Love Patrick Duffy.
Good answer, Ted.
So he plays Kelly Pickler's father, and I don't think there's a better TV dad than Patrick Duffy.
There isn't, no.
Because I'm a big fan of Step by Step. That was sort of in my day, and he was phenomenal as Frank. But he's great in this. He plays Santa. He plays, love matcher. So Patrick Duffy saves this movie.
Yes, he does. I mean, Bobby Ewing, it is very generational. Ted knows Patrick from Step by Step, and of course I know him from Bobby Ewing in Dallas. Okay, now let's go through the boxes because we all know all Hallmark Christmas movies have a formula.
Yep.
So let's go through and see how many this one checked. Take it away, Ted.
So we've got, well, the Ghostwriter and Sterling Masters, big city, small town.
Yep.
Small town girl. Check. A Kiss in a Gazebo. That's hard. It wasn't a gazebo. It was like this row of lights. But after they finished making out, there was a shooting star.
Oh, that counts.
I think that counts.
Yeah, if there's a shooting star, forget it. That takes the place of a gazebo. Yes.
Yep. No Lacey Chabert. So.
Oh.
The wait continues.
We got one. Okay, so Ted reviews all Hallmark Christmas movies, as he should, by Hallmark Gold Crown. So Ted, take it away.
So far, we've had a pretty rough go of it so far. This movie, I'll start off with a baseline 1 star, just baseline. Patrick Duffy gives it 2 stars. And then Kelly Pickler comes in, and we have to take half a crown away. 1.5 crowns.
1.5 crowns because of Kelly Pickler.
Yeah, a -0.5 crown.
This could have been a 2-crowner, but because of Pickler, Ted, thank you, buddy.
I hate to do that.
I know. You have to do your job. Ted Johnson, everybody. You can see it right now on Hallmark Channel. Check your local listings. We will be right back. Stay with us, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Stop it.
So in the commercial break, I'm sitting here talking to Derek, talking to the audience, talking to Aaron, and I look to my right, and there's a random pair of shoes just sitting on the set floor, and I'm like, whose shoes? Did an audience member just take off their shoes? Well, no. Kendall goes, hello, dork. They're mine because
I can't walk.
You can't walk. So you put the heels on just for our show.
Just for all of you at home.
Just for all of us and Sheila Oliver, and then you slip back into your Cinderella shoes over there.
Yep,
okay.
and just slide back into the slippers.
I love the dramatic shot of the shoes. Thank you, crew. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. My goodness, Leo. Back in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Just a couple more minutes left. Couple more minutes. I'm heading to Rosedale Center for the opening of my restaurant. I'll be there starting at noon. Be there around noon, so come see me. I also want to say the #1 and the #2 trending topic in the Twin Cities today is the release of Disney Plus. I mentioned it earlier. The Mandalorian is the big Star Wars show. I've managed to watch basically half of it. I didn't get too much into this at the beginning of the show. Let me just say this. You do not need to watch any of the other Star Wars movies to get this. It's an independent story. It looks like $1 million. The show looks like a movie. They have done such a brilliant job, and it's available now on Disney Plus, so you can download it now. And and a consumer alert too. If you are a Verizon unlimited customer, I think, if you're a certain tier of customer for Verizon, you get Disney Plus free for a year.
Stop.
Yeah, wait. But again, check with Verizon because I got it for free because I think I'm on the unlimited plan. I don't know.
I'm on the unlimited plan of Verizon.
Well, go to your Verizon. What I'm telling you, if you're a Verizon customer, go to your Verizon account and see if you get it for a year for free. Yeah.
Oh, that PSA just made my life. Am I dismissed yet?
No, the show's not over. Derek's still here.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. Derek's still here. But no, so check and download it, and then if you're not, it's like $7 a month. So I'm going to be watching all the shows on it, and I'll give you a review. Hey, by the way, tomorrow due to news coverage, the Jason Show will be broadcast on our sister station, Fox 9 Plus. So find us live tomorrow at 10 a.m. on Fox 9 Plus. But for right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks for your love. Thanks for your support. I'll see you later. Have a good day, everybody.